welcome back to another Wednesday Whiskey Review from ya boys, the Buffalo Happy Hour. Today we have Wednesday Whiskey Review with Yellowstone
Select.
It comes right from the Yellowstone TV show. The dude...
Just kidding. Golly.
I should have just ran with it.
This one is brought to you by Addie's. They are located on Transit Road in Williamsville. Please download their app at the Addie's Fine Wine and Spirits link on the Apple App Store and the Google Playground Play Store so that you can enjoy their inventory and house wine sommelier and eligible staff, important event updates, and then also get items within their inventory shipped to you if you are in the state of New York. So Addie's, thank you. This one comes in at $39.99 for retail price on the shelf. So make sure that you swing over to Addie's to pick it up and try it with us as well, because why not? Also, maybe add 10% for the next week. So keep an eye on that, and then take a look at the description below to ensure that I'm not just talking for the store. So anyways, this is Yellowstone. We'll dive into all things Yellowstone that does not incorporate horses and a TV show like Derek mentioned.
I feel like if Tyler gives us the whiskey, we can just assume it's 10%.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right.
Yellowstone Select Bourbon is another blend of straight bourbons from Limestone Branch Distillery. The creation of this whiskey was orchestrated by Paul and Steve Beam, whose family have a long history of distilling whiskey. Their great-grandfather, Minor Case Beam, was the original owner of the Yellowstone brand. Like the Yellowstone LE, the whiskey in this bottle all comes from other distilleries because their own whiskey is years away from being ready to bottle. While ramping up their own production, Paul and Steve are taking the High West approach and putting out signature blends of whiskey to fund the distillery until their own whiskey has had time to fully mature.
Oh, that's cool. I like that they're upfront about that. If you are new to the whiskey world, it takes a while to create good quality product. There's a couple different ways that distilleries go about creating or starting up and getting their whiskey ready. You can have a distillery that is only doing vodka and gin to create product right now for ease of sale to be able to fund the rest of their whiskey production. You can have a distillery that is, or on the other side, you can have a distillery that is only going to be blending things from MGP or a different sourcing distillery and then calling it their own. What they're doing, what Mike just said, is they are doing the latter, where they are sourcing it and blending it with the aspirations of doing it themselves. So they probably have things already in barreled, but in order for them to get to that point where they're satisfied with the taste of it, it has to age for like 3-4 years. And in the meantime, they're sourcing it probably with the same mash bill in mind of what they're going to be doing in the future. So this won't be exact if they do create their own, but it's probably going to be pretty similar because they're blending it based off of their own tasting palette from whatever barrels they get from either MGP or whatever other source that they're getting it from.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so label branding.
Label branding, I actually like this a lot.
I like the bottle.
The bottle's sick. I do like the design of the bottle. I want you to open this yourself to get that experience, Derek, but they have Yellowstone branded on top of the bottle. It's like etched into the bottle that's pushed out, so that's a nice touch. Their label's awesome. They have photos of multiple things between the terrain and then also the rick house and or where they distill. Their label's got that old time feel for it, and then they also have the distiller's name on the back of their label, where they kind of then touch about the distillery on the back of the label.
So I'll read the back right now. In 2010, my family and I founded Limestone Branch Distillery with the intent of crafting only the finest whiskey and the dream of restoring the Yellowstone brand to its former glory. In spring of 2015, over a century after our great-grandfather, M.C. Bean, sold his distillery to Yellowstone, that dream came true. To celebrate this family reunion of sorts, we bring you Yellowstone Select Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I like the gold touches to this a lot.
Me too.
And this would be a perfect bottle to put water in once you're done. It's sweet.
Open this. Here's my only complaint. The top of the cork is way too thin. Yeah. If the top of the cork that you grabbed to open was thicker, it would be a more enjoyable experience to open the bottle.
I feel like I need pliers to open this.
Yeah,
it's
like
just
needle
like
nose.
you can't. It's hard to grasp it.
Yeah.
So if it was a little bit thicker, or if it was
firmly
enlarged,
grasp it.
Yeah, firmly grasp it. Yeah. So that would be, I guess, if we're being really nitpicky. But that's what we do over here at the Buffalo Happy Hour. We give you the truth. about whiskey.
Truth. All right, pour some because we gotta dive into it.
Go for it.
Label branding. I'm gonna give this an A+. I do enjoy it a lot. Very nice job. This was well done, and there was a lot of thought behind this.
I agree.
I agree. Time for the nose. Ooh, there's a lot of honey here. There's a lot of honey in this. Now, it's kind of got like a sugared cereal smell.
I thought you were going to say a Sharpie smell because I can get like a Sharpie or...
Yeah, you ever huff markers and then your teacher in elementary school is like, put it down, Mike. You're just going ham in the back of the class.
I get your honey. I can get vanilla, but I'm also getting a lot of Sharpie with this.
Yeah, but it's not unpleasant.
No.
I feel, dude, there's like a sweet candied note that I'm picking up in the nose.
Kind of like a citrus ginger.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, good call. This is, dude, I want to drink this.
Well, good thing we're good on.
Yeah, good thing we're bourbon stewards. All right, so we'll nose on this. I'm actually kind of intrigued. So A check.
A check. Yeah, I'll give it an A check.
A check. I agree. Initial taste. Low proof, boys. 46.5 ABV, 93 proof. Low proof for us. We got a problem we'll talk about later. Tune into the weekly episode.
I'm getting like this black licorice taste.
Really?
Yeah. Like anise or some sort of maybe even like a fennel, but something that is...
Fennel, not fentanyl.
Right, not fentanyl. We'd be dead right now. Yeah, but I don't... It's that black licorice fennel taste that's overpowering it for me. I don't mind it, but like that's my first thing that I taste.
Way. It's oily too. It's a little viscous too. It's got some legs.
Mm-hmm.
Initial taste, B+. It's a fairly mellow 93 proof.
You know what? So, not fennel. Because what this is cherry Twizzlers to me.
You're all over the board.
I mean, it has that licorice taste, but it's cherry. It's like a little cough syrup, cherry.
The little cherry.
Yeah.
Little cherry action.
It's kind of in that like niche, this niche category where it's like this. It's a very pronounced, deep, medicinal taste to it.
Sounded like a whole bunch of DARE program right there.
Maybe we're going back to fentanyl, bro.
Not opposed.
I got a guy down the street, no free shout-outs.
Yeah, I don't think he wants a shout-out if he's down the street. This is good to me. I'm okay with this. $40.
Yeah, no, that's solid.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but are you getting that cherry or is it just me?
No,
Okay.
It's not that I'm not getting it. To me, the honey up front is just owning the initial taste. I think everything that we're talking about now is the ending note. So are we on the ending note?
We're on the initial taste for now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're fine. We only do one of these a week. So initial taste, I'm still
This is our 12th. Help us.
I'm gonna go. Stop. They all know what clothes we wear.
Can you imagine?
No.
I was doing 12.
I would go with a B+ on this for the initial taste, and then the ending note, I'd actually go higher. I'd go to an A-, and it's because it really develops on the back end to then open everything up, and as you enjoy it, you start to experience much more, but it's not really in the initial taste. So B+ for me on the initial taste. Agree?
I agree.
Ending note. I do get the cherry. I do get the licorice bit, but it's all in the ending note. It's not on the initial taste. And then you also are hit with a little bit of like the candied sugar that kind of mellows the proof point out, and it just makes it a very enjoyable sipper that makes you continuously drink it, not because your mouth is dry and you're just yearning for the initial taste every time because the back end is just trash, but because you're still exploring what's in this because the palate is so diverse. For me, the ending note is almost like an A-, A+, just or a check, because I can't figure out all of the notes that are within this yet. It's an in-depth palate.
Yeah, I'd get behind that. I'm still kind of hung up on this medicinal cherry note. Normally, I really like cherry, but this is coming. I think the cherry mixed with the high sugared is bringing out like a cough syrup vibe for me.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
So that's a great way of putting it.
So I'm not 100% sure A+. I can get behind an A- though, for me personally. I mean, we can compromise and go A check. Don't even know if that's actually a compromise, but that I'm getting that medicinal taste to it because of that candy, sugar, and cherry note.
I agree. A check.
A check. Perfect.
Derek, give me that countdown for the final rating on Yellowstone Select Straight Kentucky Bourbon from Yellowstone Select. 93 proof. I think I named it all.
Isn't it limestone something? Limestone branch.
Well, yeah, but it's Yellowstone Select.
But it's Limestone Branch Distillery.
Straight Kentucky Bourbon. That's all on the front of the label. Look.
What's limestone then? Limestone's a distillery?
Must be. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Crushed it.
Yellowstone Select.
We don't even know. We've been doing this for 10 minutes. All right. 3, 2, 1. 88.
89.
Crushed it.
Boom. All right, everybody, we will see you next week. Remember to continue sponsoring small businesses. Download the Addies app. Addies, thank you again for having us try this one out.
10% off.
Yellowstone Select Limestone Distillery Beams. Nice job. This is this was awesome, and I do like your label a lot. I love your bottles. Just if you wanted to, I don't know if you even could in today's global supply chain pandemic, but if you wanted to thicken up that extra cork up top, by all means.
This is definitely a 1C right there.
Yeah, it's a half. So this is what you spray and say for flat surfaces only. So anyways, we will see you all next week. Remember to, Derek.
Always drink responsibly. Be good person. And Michael.
Do not litter.
We're out.